Good morning, traders. It is January 28th of 2021. This is Sasha, and we are looking at the markets today. Quick disclaimer that this is just how I see the markets. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any securities. Let's start with AirCanada. Last time I left you with this box here, this boxing right here. That's a consolidation. Basically, stock is going sideways. We had a breakout to the downside. I said I was waiting for it to come all the way to 1954, around that area. Here we can see that 618 corresponds to that pretty much. And 1975, we came down as close as 1985 with this candle right here. What's happening right now? We have a little bit of bulls coming into play this morning and retesting this area here at $20. This is the last time where we stopped here. This candle stopped with the bottom of the part of the candle. We stopped right there, and then we had a breakout out of this box, and now we are just retesting this area. Hopefully market can break in here, and we can take it. If it does the breakout here, we can get a retest and then take it all the way to $24. That's only if we manage to break out. At the moment, it looks like just the bulls are trying to get back into a game. We can see the accumulation of the bulls here, or buyers at this point of time here at $19, $19.50 area, and of course they show up on this side as well, and to show that they have strength still to fight. At the moment, what I'm looking at is for the price probably come down here and give us a clear signal what's happening in this area here. I don't think this breakout into this box is going to work out so far. It doesn't look like that. But this is a live candle. It's still 4 hours and 38 minutes left for this candle to close, so it's going to show us its hand once the market is closed. On 4 hours, you can see this whole move. What happened basically, we had this area of support that was created with this candle here, okay, and then we had the bulls pushing with this candle here. However, you can see the wick penetrated this box here, was not able to close the price there. We are sitting right on the edge here, so hopefully if that happens, if they manage to break into this box again, I'm waiting for the market to come to $22 around that area, to come back, retest, and probably hopefully give us a signal to take it up to this area here, okay. Once again, we only buy on the bottom, so on a dip, and we sell on the top or extreme highs, right? So we know how to measure now how far the market could go if this scenario here happens. I'm going to switch to National Bank of Canada. Today we are looking at a weekly chart right now, and as you can see, we are sitting at this resistance right now, and that corresponds to the other side here. This is the history. We're looking at the history right here. This is the present time right here. Okay, we are right on the edge. We had one attempt to break out with this candle here. It didn't happen, and this is the top we're trying to break. Okay, so 74.06. Everything seems to look like it's going to break out, and once that happens, we are expecting for the market to break out, pull back, retest this area, because it seems to be very strong on this side and on this side here. Retest this area here, hopefully, and then take us into another high. Switching to Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. So we had this resistance right here that was broken out. We definitely had this support here, right there. We had this resistance here that was broken out. It was retested here, and then finally broken out with this candle here. The market broke out, took us down. We had a retest once, we had a retest twice. That was the signal also to go long. It took us back to these highs right there, okay. Then we had this sideways movement again. We had this retest again of this 109 area. Market broke down a little bit deeper, retest, broke back up right away after that, and the market took us above and then now we are back in this area here. All right, we are retesting this 109.46 area, and we can see the candle here stopped right on that point, 109. And today we have this beautiful bullish candle developing, and if this remains the way it is, then we have an entry into this market again to take us probably to this $112 area. That all depends how this candle closes here. So this is the important candle to show us what the direction of the market is going to be. And then after that, if we manage to break this resistance here, we have breakout, pullback, and then continuation again if we manage to break this resistance right here. So that's CIBC. Bank of Nova Scotia had a similar situation right there. We had this resistance right here, we had the resistance here, we had the resistance here, we had a breakout, pullback, we had this bullish candle entry here, we also had a bullish candle entry here. Unfortunately, this breakout did not, or this retest did not work out very well. And I said many times that this kind of things you can expect from the market to do. Market broke down below this entry here. If you're trading, that will be your stop right there. So we had a break in below that entry. We got back into this consolidation area again. Now what the market is showing us here, it's showing us its hand that the bulls are located right here, and this candle here is developing right now. If it manages to close above this area today, then we have a bullish engulfing candle to continue on into bullish move. That's what I'm looking at, the Bank of Nova Scotia. Moving on to the Royal Bank of Canada. We had a similar situation here. You can see this blue line I marked. This was a breakout here with this huge bullish candle. And in this case, this trade worked out perfectly. This was a bullish candle breakout. As soon as it was broken, like 10 points or 10 to 15 points, it took us to the upside, almost full $7 into the trade. Then we came down and retested this area here, and then we took off again. All right, what we have right now, we had this candle here that created this little high here. This is a little high right there. You can see the high. Then the candle was not able to break that high. The next one didn't break that high. This one did right here. Okay, so this high is valid for me to look at. And then as we were coming down, we can see the struggle with one candle, two. This one was not able to break down. 3 candles. So this is a 3 days of trading of not able to come down to this area. So this area is becoming quite significant on a daily basis. Then we had this like a little dip, and then we took off. Again, we came down with this little candle right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we tried to break down below this area, was not able to do it with all these little candles. This is creating now this support level here that we can see here that I marked with the black line. Now that the market did this, okay, we are now back to this area here, and we are getting a very valid signal to get into this trade again and take us to these highs right here. Okay, if this remains a bullish pin bar, or it becomes an engulfing bar if it closes above this one here. So if this candle stays the way it is, this is a great entry for us into this market again from this area, because we can see that this is definitely a support area. We are looking at the Toronto Dominion Bank, or TD Bank of Canada. We have a perfectly clear picture what happened here. Okay, we had this resistance here, this top wick right there, stopped right there on this line that I marked. This, we are looking on a daily chart. Okay, the market broke out, pulled back. We had 1 retest, 2. Today we have a bullish engulfing candle developing right here. If this candle stays the way it is, we have a perfect entry into this market to take us all the way to these highs here to $76. So from 73 area up to 76. So this is what I can see at the Toronto Dominion Bank. We are now on a 4-hour chart, so we're looking at this breakout pullback area right here. You can see the retest I showed you on the daily chart. It's a beautiful pin bar. Then we have an inside bar here, and then your entry is right here. This is an engulfing, bullish engulfing candle that engulfs two candles right there. So we had a pin bar. That was your first clue to get in and to understand that this is a bullish area right now. We had an indecision if you are not sure what to do, so just wait to get a better signal, and you can't get a better signal than this. And take a look at here. We had a beautiful bullish candle here that is taking us now into the trade that takes us into this area, to these highs. So this is a better entry on a 4-hour chart. So what I wanted to show you here is after this breakout on TD, the market took us all the way to 75.78. As you can see, this candle was the last one to touch that top right there. Then we fell down. Basically, we went sideways for a while. How the bears took over. Market retested this area here with this red candle here. We have a pin bar. That's a bearish pin bar. As you can see, we have a bearish pin bar. A rejection of the level, of this level that was created with this candle right here. And how do we know it's important level? Well, it's rejected right here. You can see it here. And right after that, after this bottom was broken here, you have a huge engulfing bar that takes you all the way down to retest this area here. And as you can see, as I'm filming right now, it's 9:37 in the morning. I told you that this was a good signal to enter. And if you missed that one, this was a second signal to enter. Okay. And you can see how the live trade is happening right in front of your eyes. The top was broken and the bulls are still leading the way here. Okay, we also have to be careful of these levels here. As you can see, that it corresponds here, and you can see how the market is slowly kind of slowing down at this level here. We still have 2 hours and 37 minutes to go with this candle, but you can see the live trade happening right in front of your eyes. You can see here the bulls are completely in control here, and they're taking the market to the upside, and most probably to the 75, 78, this area here. But yeah, you have to be careful of these areas right here. I'm just going to mark it here so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see this low, a low. This is a support. Then the market broke out, came down here, couldn't break here, and it was broken, retested, and then retested, and now we're at this area here. As you can see, like now it's the candle is breaking above this area here. You can see it right there. So let's see what happens to the end of the market day. And here we are again at the end of the day today. We had a perfect entry here at this candle here, right there, perfect. I also explained that to be aware of these levels here. So this what used to be a resistance. I explained when the market broke out from here. This was a breakout here. Market came all the way to here, came down, it tested once, twice, 3 times, then it bounced off, created this high, okay? Then it went sideways. Okay, you can see that. Then retested once again with this candle here. It tried to break out over 75, 78 area, was not able to. Gave us a beautiful pin bar signal to short it, basically. So this is your point of selling. This was the high. This is the point of selling, and the bears took over. And where did they take it down? Well, they take it down all the way here, and they had a problem breaking down. So once they broke it here, the bulls retested it once again, came down almost to the point right here to retest this previous high. They took the market again, and where do we stop? Well, take a look at this. I marked it right there and marked there, and then we have 1 attempt, 2, 3 attempts to break out, not able to. Market comes down perfectly to the line. Take a look at this pin bar here that is telling us to get into the trade, and if you did not take it on that signal here, you get an indecision candle, which is the second one. This is a doji bar. It's indecision. It's also an inside bar. It's inside of this previous candle here, which means that you can go either way. If the bears are strong enough, they can take the market down, breaking this low point of this candle, or if the bulls are strong enough, they can take this candle top up out, and then we have the bullish move, and that's exactly what happened this morning. I took the trade on this candle here, this green one here. This is a bullish engulfing candle that basically engulfed this inside bar that broke the top of this candle, and the market took off. I was also showing you when the market was trying to break out from this area here, and you can see this candle successfully broken out of this resistance area. We can see this area was really important. Okay, and now what's happening here? We went almost to 74.30 area right there. What's happening right now? The market is coming down again, the same exact point with this candle here, and retesting this support, and we are just waiting. If you did not take it on this candle here, then we are waiting for a little signal here, probably on a smaller time frame, probably 1 hour. We are right now on a 4-hour chart, to get back in and then take it to the next point where we see the market stalled right here. You see it right here, these highs. So you can see that this will be another level until we reach this final top right there, and then we have another resistance to break out, which is this red line right here at 75.78, to take us up, retest, and then take us again into the bullish move. And that's what Toronto Dominion Bank looks like today. I have a couple more to show you here. Canopy Growth Corporation. This is a Canadian stock. In the past, we had this information here that I marked. So we had this high here. We had this high that matches this, right? So, and then we had these lows. And if I move the chart just a little bit here, and I'm going to just enlarge it so you can see it. We can see the market broke out here. And then we had a one stop and retest, second retest. Then we had fiddling right here, not able to go through that area. Then we have another stop right here. So this is another level here that we have to look in. Another way, the market stopped and was not able to break down. Another breakout and breakdown that was not successful. And then we had this consolidation here. So you're getting my drift, right? You're getting my point. This is a very important resistance area here, which is at $53. We have the this $53 marked from previous. We know this is a very important resistance area coming right now, and this is a 53.03. Okay, we have a very nice bullish move out of after this breakout here at 44.62. You can see it right here. Let me just enlarge it. You can see it again. What we had here, we had this resistance here that was broken out. Market broke out, pulled back. You got the signal, and this is your signal to buy in right there at 38.20. This is a pin bar right there, retesting this high right there, and the market takes off, creates this new high, goes at a little consolidation here, was not able to go, so it was going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Then we have this bullish candle breaking out of this 44.62 area. Let's take a look what happens on a smaller time frame. I'm switching to 4 hours, and look at what happens on a 4-hour chart. Look what happens on a 4-hour chart. This was that high that we were talking about. This is that consolidation or a squeeze. Consolidation, I would call it consolidation because the market was going just sideways for days. And this is basically sideways movement. And then we have this breakout candle here. This big, long green candle that broken out here. You can see that how it stalled right there. The wick tried to push through, was not able to. In the second session, we have a breakout. This is the breaking out candle here. This one attempted to. This one is a breakout, as well as the retest of this level at 44.62. It's also a signal to get in the trade. You can see the pin bar. It's a clear pin bar right there at that level, which means a continuation of the bullish move. and the market moves on, and he went from 42.62, and that was yesterday, to 51.54 today. Okay, we know that 53 area here, this red line, is a very strong resistance area, so I'm expecting some stalling from this market at that level until it manages to break out again, retest, pull back, and we get another signal to continue on in the bullish move. It's very bullish at the moment. Okay, so that's how I see Canopy Growth Corporation. And guys, these kind of signals, they keep repeating themselves, you know, over and over again on every market. It doesn't matter what we look at here. Okay, I'm looking at the Lithium Americas Corporation. This is a 1 week chart. It's a weekly chart. Every candle represents a weekly chart. All I have to go on this market, on this chart, basically, is this high here that was created and this high here that was created. So basically, I'm going to mark this one, which is already marked, and this is the top. So we're always just following the price. The price is coming close to this 16.98 area, so $17 area, which is this high here. What I'm expecting for the market to do, and let me just switch to daily chart to see what's happening there. So once this high was broken, market came down here. We have a breakout, pullback. Probably on a smaller time frame, we had a signal here to go on, and market took off, went to all the way to $28.78. Now we are falling down. It's correcting itself, and I'm expecting it to come down all the way here to $16.99, $17. And if this returns to be a support level that is really important, which seems to be, that it was a huge stalling at there. Well, I'm expecting for the market to give us some kind of a signal here to buy into this market and take us again to this level of 28.78. I'm just quickly going to show you that breakout that happened on this. So we had a breakout at this level here, and the breakout happened with this engulfing bar. You can see this little green candle here, this engulfing bar, this green one here, engulfed fully this candle here. Okay, and then the market took off. All right, after taking off, the market came down here. This is a 4-hour chart. Again, we are on a lower time frame. We retested it here, just right to the point. Like, look at this. It comes exactly to this line here, and then we have another entry here. This is a beautiful bullish pin bar that retested this level, and the market just takes off. Guys, this is repeating on every single market. I'm going to switch now to 1-hour chart and take a look what happens on 1-hour chart. Same signal, exactly the same stuff. Okay, we had a breakout right here, we had a pullback, and look at the signal here. Look at the signal here. Look at this candle that I have a hand on right there. Pin bar, retest. I don't know if anybody can see it. We had a breakout. Breakout was with this candle here, engulfing candle bar that engulfed these two little candles here, if you can see them, 1 and 2. Market broke out, came down, retested the level, gave us this beautiful signal to go long, and then here we go. I don't know how else I can explain it, like a more clear that this is what it is, and just take a look. Very good food. This is one of the, somebody suggested this stock, and Very Good Food is basically a Canadian company equivalent to Beyond Meat company. So what we are looking at right now, and this is a daily chart, we had this resistance marked here. I can see here the market came to this point, and we had another touch of that point right here, this line here. So this resistance was very strong. We have another session here. This is a daily chart, so daily that we're trying to break out. This candle breaks also, comes to the same point, and then we have finally we had a breakout to the upside. All right, what I was expecting for the market to do, and it did. It came down here to retest it here with this candle here. This is not an engulfing candle. This is no signal at the moment on a daily chart. We can drill down to a 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart to see if we have a more clear signal. However, what we are looking at right now, as the market was falling here, it created this low. This was a low. You can see these two candles also retested that low. And now what we're doing right now, we just came down to this level here, and market didn't touch exactly to the point, But we have this combination of the small candle, and we have engulfing candle just engulfing the previous candle, and this is a bullish signal here to go long on this market. Okay, where's the first target? Well, these highs here, and then the second target, these highs here. All right, so that's what I'm looking at right now. This is called very good foods, or very, on the Canadian stock market, you can see that it's in Canadian dollars here, right? You can see that. We are covering a lot of stocks today. Okay, so we have a light speed, all right? And this is on a daily chart here. And what I'm looking at here right now, again, the same exact point that as I look at on every single chart, guys, this is going to be repeated many times. We had this resistance here. We had a breakout right there with this candle here. Market broken out, came back down here, gave us this beautiful pin bar to get in. If you didn't get in there, okay, market came down here again. All right, it's slowly coming back to this area here. Okay, I would not take this signal here. This is not a signal to get in. I'm waiting for the market to come down to this area again, this red line 79.76, to come down here to give us a signal. If this area proves to be strong, the signal will be developed at that area, and we will get something like a pin bar, and then we can take on another bullish move. So we have a trend, we have a support at this level here, okay, and then we are just waiting for the signal to be developed and to take it to this previous highs, and this is your target right here around the $100 Canadian from 79.76 area. Okay, I'm looking at the daily chart here. It's called a standard lithium. They're making batteries. We had a breakout out of this area here. This is very visible here. The breakout happened there. Market took us to the next level, and now we developed this resistance, and finally market breaks out, pulls back, dips. This is a dip, so it went below that $4 mark. But look at this today's candle. The second session right away breaks out above this area here. So what I'm waiting for here too, so this here, I will wait just for a little retest of this level here. So after this candle here, I'm just gonna kind of extend it here so I can show it more visually. I'm waiting for the market to come down here again and shows us its hand. So a little retest, like a pin bar, and then we have another entry here to $4.50 to take us to this previous highs. And that's what I see on Standard Lithium Limited. I'm looking at the GameStop yesterday, where everybody was talking about this big squeeze that was happening over there, and that kind of a speculation in the market really doesn't interest me, and I don't trade these kind of stocks. That's too much risk over there, and you can see why. This is a huge speculation of the stock. The stock is not worth that much, and if you didn't know what to do, you could have just lost a lot of money. Most of these moves to the $480 and back to almost $80, 110. This candle went down back to 109, where it started basically. So this huge move basically happened within 1 day. This is 1 day trading, right? But the move started post-trading time, and if you don't have a post-trading account, so to see what's actually going on and to stop the trading or to get your stop triggered, you are going to definitely lose the money. Let me just switch to a smaller time frame, a 4-hour chart. But to tell you the truth, and I show you exactly what this squeeze was and what they're talking about. Well, this is that squeeze. This is where the market squeezes, and I was showing that on AirCanada a few days ago, where the market does this, right? And then it just squeezes the price as much as it can, and we know it's already in a bull move, and then we have a bullish breakout. This candle is a bullish breakout out of this area here, okay? And then the market just took off. All right, so that's what happened yesterday with that. We also see that right away during the post-trading, we had this candle that just brought everybody down right away. So if you didn't protect your profits right here, okay, and didn't know how far this can go. It could have gone anywhere. You could have lose everything that you gained over there, and even more. This could have dipped even more than that. That's what everybody were looking at. This was that squeeze that we're talking about, and I don't trade that kind of stuff. That's just pure speculation and stupidity in trading. So if you guys want to do that kind of stuff, go for it. Not my thing. Okay, so this is a 15-minute chart here. We had the bulls taking the market to this 144.44 area there where I marked right here. Okay, with this black line. In the next session, this is a 15-minute chart. This is in the next 15 minutes, the bulls tried to penetrate that area even higher. They were not able to hold that area, and the bears took over and put the price right away down. So you can see exact same level for the bodies of the candles to close. So I did not include this wick in here because it's not important for me. It's just telling me that bulls ran out of steam, and that's basically it. And then this squeeze happened, right? This squeeze was happening right here, like this, like this, like this, and then we had this breakout out of that squeeze, out of this triangle here. You can see they call that squeeze. All right, and then what happens? Okay, the breakout happened where this blue line is happening here, and that's 4:45 in the afternoon. We have no access to that kind of a trading unless you have a charts to trade off of. So what happened basically then? We had 144.44 line marked over there on the charts, and take a look what happens here. Okay, so we come to the line, we come here once, we come here twice, the market stops right there, and then it breaks out with this candle here. This is a little candle that broke out. What the next session does, it gives you a clear signal where the market is going to go. This is your buy-in signal. Market broke out, retested it once. Second time you get this beautiful pin bar. This is the pin bar, this little red one, and if you didn't take it on this one, you have another pin bar here, which is an inside bar as well. And then if you didn't even take that, then the next bullish candle that breaks both tops of these two candles, you could have taken. So you had 3 entries into this trade. There's 1, there's 2 pin bars, and then engulfing candle right here. Okay, this bullish move, and then it just takes it all the way to this $240 area first. Again, we don't see that because I don't have access to these kind of charts on this one, so that's why I'm not showing you. But you can see where I'm going with this, right? You can see clearly the signal that developed here, okay? You can see the signal here developed. This was your entry into this market, and then it moves on from there. And that's how I see yesterday's move, or the gate stop. All right, this is how I see the market today, and this is it for me. Sasha is signing out at this point of time. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please do smash that like button so everybody can find my videos. I really appreciate that. And this is it for me for today. I hope you learned something new. Take care, and I'll see you in the next session.